Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to take a look at a mostly Bronze Age collection, a little bit of silver, original owner collection that I picked up recently. Only has a few graded books, and then another stack of probably 30 or 40 that I'll show you. The rest of the collection, like I mentioned, was mostly bronze, a little bit of silver. It's close to probably 2,000 books that I bought. Probably will just sell them all at once, so I don't have to deal with the lower value books. What else? He's got probably 5 or 6 other boxes. I know he's got an X-Men box, Thor, Hulk, Captain America, and Avengers that I did not pick up, that I might go back and buy more from him later. But what I'll show you now are some of the highlights. First up is Spider-Man 129, formerly a CGC 6.0. Now a CBCS 5.5 with a golden Stanley signature. Just a pretty cool book. Of course, Punisher is a hot character right now. After that, we have Hulk 181. This one, of course, 1.0, so it's missing the stamp. And apparently another piece from another page. But this one too is signed. Back cover. And this wasn't the only 181 and 129 in the collection. Fortunately, there's another copy of both that are pretty nice. First, I'll show you some more Hulks, though. We have 2 high-grade copies of number 180. This book, along with 181, have been, going crazy lately. Hoping to get at least 7.0s on both of these. I think one could go as high as like 8.0, 8.5. Of course, this is the first true appearance of Wolverine. He appears in the last page, in a full splash page, but doesn't command as much as the 181 nowadays, because I think at the cover of that book. But apparently back in the day, I think this book used to go for more than the 181. I'm talking years and years ago, but anyways, up next is the 182. Of course, kind of ends that Wolverine saga. Then the big book. Where'd it go? There it is. Number 181. So this was definitely the most expensive comic in his collection. I didn't ask him why he didn't get this one graded. I forgot to do that, but if I go back, I'll ask. This one does have the stamp. I'm hoping for at least a 7.0 on this book. 7.5 might be a little more likely, and I would be extremely happy with an 8.0, but we will see. So, just a classic battle book with the original Wolverine. Up next, a couple more books from the era that he was buying in. We have Giant Size X-Men and X-Men number 94. So of course the first appearance of the new team. This one's probably a little higher grade, probably 7.0, 7.5. This one, it looks about that nice. Unfortunately, it's got a little bit of a torn piece on the back cover, so probably closer to a 5.0. The original owner of these books was telling me how he really didn't like the new team and was just kind of like, who are these guys? So he didn't buy too many other X-Men's after this one. I think he stopped around 101 or so. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to buy that one. But happy to get these two at least. Up next, we've got the Spidey 129, the other one I mentioned. This one's probably in the 6.0 range as well. But yeah, that's $800 or $900 book nowadays. And I'm just gonna walk through some more Spider-Man books. He had, I think this was the only real, well, a couple other McFarlane Spideys, but the only real modern stuff that he had that was valuable. I think he stopped collecting at this point and just bought this one, years later. That's that one. Up next, some random key Spidey books. We have issue 15, First Craven. Yet another one of these. Unfortunately, I didn't get it. Number 19, 32, solid book. 41, First Rhino. Then he has a couple other high grade books. 67. What is this one? 81, Kangaroo. 82, Electro. So I'm cutting off the title a little bit. There we go. Then we have 84. Just love the look of these books. They're pretty sharp. We have some more modern issues or late bronze. First up is the Hobgoblin, 238. We have a Black Suit issue. I also picked up the Marvel Secret Wars number 8 from him as well. A couple more McFarlane books, 298, 299, 301, 328. This book's very high grade. If it was a 9.8 canon, I might consider having graded. I need to take another look at it though. And of course he had the 361 as well with Carnage. And he had a couple of Conan books. Well, he had a pretty decent run of the earlier issues. These ones are low. Well, these ones are a little higher grade. This one's a little bit lower, but some really cool artwork. And of course we have, however you pronounce your name, Red Sonja. After that we have Marvel Team Up number 1. I think this is the first appearance of Misty Knight. Let me double check that. Here is the Secret Wars I mentioned. We have some random other Silver Age books. Brave and the Bold, 31. First Kid Carson. We have Hawkman number 1. And a couple Avengers issues to end things. Here's some other key books and a lot of other Avengers books, but this is all I've got to show for now. Just number 7 and 8. Of course, number 8, First King. But yeah, I was definitely happy to pick up this collection. I think it was a good buy, and hopefully I can go back to get the rest of his books. Unfortunately, nothing else is like crazy high value, but still great to pick up some original owner books. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time.